Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. Hello everyone. Today I'm very pleased to welcome yet another student of School Beyond Limitations to talk about her experience at School Beyond Limitations so far. And I give a very warm welcome to Amy Schulze. Here
Hi.
we go. Hi Amy, thank you for joining me on this interview. Very kind of you. Well, Amy, let's just start straight away. Maybe it's wonderful if you could introduce yourself very quickly to the community who will watch then afterwards this interview between the two of us. Would you like to say something about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Emmy. I'm 15 years old and I come from Germany. Yeah.
So you are German. One wouldn't tell, right? Because your English is so good already. So Amy, can you a little bit give us an insight about the fact how and why did you join School Beyond Limitations? What attracted you to School Beyond Limitations?
So when I first found out about School Beyond Limitations, I watched a lot of interviews and I was very interested in all of this. And I started realizing that that this is exactly what I was looking for as a school, as it resonated very well with me. Because already through the interviews, I could see that like the students, um, like the school was very open towards the students and their ideas, and yeah.
You were saying that you were looking for such a school. So you had already kind of a clear idea how a school should look like. So what were you exactly looking for at the time?
hmm So I was very unhappy on my past schools, uh, which was the reason why I wanted to change my schools so many times. And during Corona, I realized that homeschooling was really something that worked out very well for me personally. And then I thought, why not go to an online school if it works so well for me? And when I found out about your school, I immediately realized that this was exactly what I was looking for, as I always imagined like um, how cool it would be having a school where which is student centered and yeah, where the students can be themselves, are like recognized as well, and yeah, just can be creative.
What does that mean? I mean, you now just mentioned student-centeredness, being recognized, being appreciated for who you are. So what exactly happens at School Beyond Limitations with regards to that?
Uh-huh.
Student-centeredness and appreciation of the uniqueness of each single student. What would you say?
Mhm. So I think everyone is really, really kind to each other and also very supportive. And which I especially like is that for each project that you're doing, you get feedback. So you can know what can do better next time and use that feedback. And but you also get like a lot of feedback where they just tell you what went really good, and I think that is also very important to get that feedback. And it made me personally much more like open, and also I gained a lot of like self confidence through the school in this short time. Yeah, so I think it's really important to keep in mind that SBL is a student centered school.
You were just talking about projects orientation as well. So I heard that you have presented a very, very interesting project lately. Would you like to just say a few words about that? Because I think the quality, I've just seen it in your portfolio. I haven't been present when you were presenting it, but I have heard so many positive comments on that. So just tell us and how you work towards making that happen. How much effort did you put into that? How much time? How much research skills? And what did you learn with regards to communication skills and also presentation skills? And yeah, whatever is relevant for this.
Yeah, so the project I was working on is about genetics, or was about genetics. And actually, I already knew quite a lot about it before I was presenting it. Um, so I did research over 2 years on this. And when I came to SBL, I thought, why not make that a project? But at the beginning, I was a little bit unsure if it's a little bit too boring for everyone. But then I thought, yeah, why not present it and make it into a presentation? And so I made the basics of the genetic as a project with two of my friends from class. Um, and yeah, so we made a presentation and also short intro to this. And afterwards, we did a Kahoot quiz as well, which was very fun.
Okay, so did you have the perception that you also academically speaking learned a lot?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did indeed because like um I learned more things about chromosomes, which I didn't know before. And I also learned how to teach others about this complicated project. Yeah.
And this was actually one of your question marks at the beginning. How will other people react to something that may be boring? So, and just before you also told us, that the feedback of your peers and also of the teacher mentors is so extremely important for the learning that is taking place. So, which kind of feedback did you receive? Was it just, a very simple, or was there feedback that really helps you then to construct and to build something new on what you have already created?
hmm So the feedback was very positive, um, and it was really nice for me and my friends to hear, of course. Um, and there was also constructive feedback, and yeah, we were very happy about the feedback that we got, and also realized that all the effort we put into this presentation was actually also like recognized, and yeah.
If you were to now say something about the difference between what you have experienced in school so far, and I mean in school, in other schools before, without talking, of course, always by using a very nice language, of course. But if you were to just give a description of your previous experience and SPL experience to learning, which kind of description comes to mind?
hmm So in my previous schools, like during lessons, I was always I couldn't concentrate very well because it was always projects that weren't interesting to me or weren't just that weren't presented in an interesting way. And I personally also couldn't like choose a project for myself that is interesting to me to present it. Um, and also for the projects that we got, we weren't able to decide on how we want to present them. Um, and on the school where I was before, we didn't have like classes, which means there weren't even presentations. So basically, I did all of the projects uh, just for the teacher to look at, which wasn't very motivating for me because, yeah, I didn't really get any feedback. And the feedback that I always got was, um, I wouldn't say negative, but it was like if you put a lot of effort in it into a project, they would always say the teachers would always say, "Oh yeah, it's okay," which isn't very motivating, especially if you put a lot of effort into it.
And is this now very different?
Yes, it's completely different. We get to choose our projects on our own during iTime, and we can work in teams or alone, depending on how we like it best. Um, and during the normal lessons outside of iTime, the teacher does mention other topics, but like packs it in a very interesting way and teaches it to us in an interesting way. Also with different kinds of media like videos or pictures. Yeah.
You are a very strong and bold ambassador of School Beyond Limitations, Amy. I know that because you have even, reached out to me at the very beginning of the school year. And we may say here that you've been with School Beyond Limitations only since 2.5 months by now, right? Not longer. But at the very beginning already of the school year, you contacted me and you said, I would like to do something for School Beyond Limitations, and I'm ready to, take the responsibility for the Instagram posts. And you are actually now the face of Instagram posts on our Instagram channel, and you're posting 4 times per week now. And everyone will see the diversity of your posts, which are based on very strong quotations and citations. So can you tell us a little bit about also this aspect, because you came with an idea, and how did this idea fall into be put into practice? How was it put into practice? So how is the energy at School Beyond Limitations if a student is coming along? And by the way, I would like to thank you for what you're doing, because you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
But how is the energy at School Beyond Limitations for a student who's coming up with a wonderful idea?
Mm-hmm. So, of course, because everyone is so kind at School Beyond Limitations and is actually, you get seen for what you do, and everyone is really thankful also for all of your project and what you're contributing. I also thought about why not me contributing as well to School Beyond Limitations, so more people find out about this school. So I really enjoy designing, and that's why this idea came up to design the post. And yeah, so I have had like experience with Instagram before, and I wanted more people to find out about School Beyond Limitations by posting quotes.
Mm-hmm. So what was, let's say, the space there? You came up with this idea, and was it taken into consideration straight away, or was it difficult for you to uh, pull and push this idea forward?
Um, it was very like from the beginning on, it was like my ideas were very welcome. I like realized that from the start, and which I really love is that if a student comes up with an idea, um it's directly like considered as a possibility, and I also enjoy like all of the meetings like to do with that project, and yeah, it was immediately like considered. Yeah.
Can you maybe go into more depth with that, with regards to the meetings, right? So So there was an idea, and how did it unfold, and what is happening also right now, you know, I mean, not right now in this specific moment, but during the process, and yeah, just
Mhm.
give a little bit of an insight of this journey.
Mhm. Well, I came up to Martina with some designs for posts and some quotes to give a better insight of what I'm thinking about doing for SBL's Instagram. And so I was designing a few different posts, also different designs to switch it up a little bit. And we meet up 2 times a week to discuss Instagram and how we can, what the next steps are going to be. Um, so we discuss all of that, and I always sent the quotes to Martina to let her check them, and that's basically how it works. Yeah.
So it's like a business collaboration by now, right? Briefing, debriefing, and stuff like that. You said something very important before. You came up with this idea because you actually aim to attract more students to School Beyond Limitations. And lately we have had an increase of a number of students, and there are people who are really attracted by what we are doing. But why do you want to attract more students to School Beyond Limitations? Why is that?
Mm. Um, I'm really happy that I found out about this school because it actually changed my life.
Oh, really?
Um, and yeah, I would like to that more students have the opportunity to be able to be on such a cool school. Um, and I know not everyone has like the opportunity to go to such a school. And yeah, I would just like to open up the horizon to more people to find out about this.
Well, Amy, something in a statement that says it changed my life is so strong. So, would you like to give us a little bit a more concrete insight about what that means? You know, what changed so radically in your life through School Beyond Limitations?
Hmm. Well, I was pretty unhappy on my past schools. I was on several schools before, and yeah, so basically I changed schools so many times, but nowhere I really felt that welcome, like on this one. And yeah, really at School Beyond Limitations, students are just realized the way they are, which made me so much more self-confident. So I was a very shy child, especially when I was younger, which has changed now. Also, outside of School Beyond Limitations, I'm more talkative and more like self-confident. So that's a major change for me. And I know my projects and contributions are also welcome, and yeah, that I can contribute to. And like, I think also it's very important to know that in School Beyond Limitations, everyone is taken the way they are. And yeah, so all of the projects are welcome, and everyone is like thankful for you contributing.
Oh, that's so nice what you're saying. And with regards to the name School Beyond Limitations, how would you define that now for you today? So, what does it mean to you, school beyond limitations, now that you experience the school on a daily basis?
Well, of course, it says beyond limitations, which is really what happened to me. It opened up really a whole new gate into a new world for me. And it took me really a step further, and actually also made me realize what other like talents I have or what strengths I have.
And you have so many wonderful talents, Amy. And I think there's nothing to be added now. I really believe this is the wonderful way to coming to an end with this interview, because, you know, just realizing that you are within yourself, and that you just recognize, and also other people recognize the beauty of your uniqueness. That's so special. So if anybody out there should be interested and in School Beyond Limitations, get in touch with us. We do have a website that's under schoolbeyondlimitations.com, and you will find a number of different informations there. And if you seriously consider School Beyond Limitations as the right school for your child, for your daughter, for your son, then get in touch with us, and we will see whether we can open a space for your own child as well. So thank you for being here, Amy. This has been a wonderful conversation with you. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can, indeed, bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And as you know, sharing is caring.